And welcome back to Let's Play Harvest Moon Another Wonderful Life. Well, today's the 8th of winter. I did play a few days off screen, and I looked in the mirror a couple of times, so hopefully, if there is one more outfit, Van will have it. If not, this is kind of our last chance to get it. Alright, so it's still snowing. Looks like everyone needs food. How much food do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oof. Truffle, you need a bath. Yeah, I'll get him a bath next time he's outside. Alright, everyone's fine. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of food. Yes, I know. 1 second, I'm getting you your food. So, I think Maggie is still giving milk. Let me double check that real quick. But if she's done giving milk, I think we're gonna do the big sell either today or tomorrow. Today's the 8th. Yeah, you know what? We're doing it tonight. Otherwise, we're not going to get it in time for the end of the year. Well, actually, no, we could do it tomorrow, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah, you know what? We're doing it tonight. Well, in the morning, actually. No, we have to do it tonight. Takura leaves really early in the morning. So yeah, tonight, before we go to bed, I'm going to sell everything I have. All my milk, all my eggs, all my fruit. We're gonna see if we can break 1 million. Oh, speaking of milk. No. I think she's out. Actually, wait, it's still early. Let me go check. By doing it by hand. Where is she? There she is. Alright, Maggie, any milk? No, you're still giving milk. 1 bottle, but still milk. Yeah, we're gonna do it tonight anyways. I don't want to risk accidentally going over. Because we only have 2 days left until, or technically 3 days left, until the end of the year. Chickens, actually it's 8 AM. They're probably not ready yet. No, but they do kind of need food. We're down to our last 5 bags of bird feed. That should be enough for 3 days. Fruit, right. Let's grab the fruit. Is that all the fruit we have? Because one we had more. Whoa. Oh yeah, we need to grab these last couple of fruit that fell down. And with that, that is the very last crop we are gonna harvest. I think. 1 second. Yep, that is the very last crop we're gonna harvest in this LP. It's kinda sad. And yeah, this is gonna be our very last shipment, isn't it? Today's just kind of the day for the last of everything, really. Except for digging. We're done digging. Forget that. We never really did have a chance of getting that tablet, if it even exists. Oh well. I think tomorrow I'll go around... Actually, no. I think on the 10th I'll go around town and see how everyone's doing. We can just reminisce about the LP, this wonderful life we had. Also, before we do anything, I'm gonna go stare at the mirror like a couple dozen times. Where's Marlin? Actually, where's Marlin? We haven't seen our husband for a while. Alright, so I'm just gonna look at this a couple more times. If this doesn't do it, nothing will. Because I pretty much... Whoa, nope. Don't need to save. I pretty much spent like an entire day doing nothing but staring at the mirror. So yeah, if that doesn't trigger it, nothing will. What time is it? Still a bit early. Van's probably not out yet. You know what? I'm gonna go take a quick, like, few-hour nap. Probably until, like, around 1 or so. Actually, let's sleep until, like, around 2... a little past 2. Van's usually open by then. And he doesn't close until later. Alright, so, how are we doing outside right now? Oh, it's nice and clear. Hey, Cheddar! Yeah, what is it with you and fertilizer all of a sudden? I don't know what his interest with fertilizer is, but okay. Shame we can't get a fertilizer machine in this game. Oh, before we do anything, where is Truffle? He needs a bath, like, right now. Oof. The sheep always look so much dirtier than the cows. I think it's because they're white. It's just so much easier to tell when they're dirty and when they're not. Alright, so let's get you cleaned up real quick. There we go. Nice and clean. Alright, Dizzy, come on. Let's go see what Van has for sale, if anything. We also have a bunch of stuff we could sell to Van, but I kind of don't want to, because that's going to take, like, way too long. Alright, so, time for our very last time with Van. Let's see what we've got. Nothing! Great. Alright, fine. That's okay. Alright, bye, Van. We should say our farewells to Van now, because we're probably not going to be seeing him anymore after today. Oh, hey Murray. Can I still give you money? No, we're not allowed to give him money anymore. We've given him enough money. Alright, well. Guess we're not going to get that last outfit if it exists. Oh, speaking of outfits, maybe we should, change. Yeah, let's change into, like, our default outfit. Might as well end the game with that. Oh, it's snowing. Let's go bring the animals back inside. Oh, wait. I don't know if snow counts for the, like, winter festival thing. We could try triggering that tonight. I just need to go to, not Tagkura's, Gustafa's hut and see if he's home, like around 6 or 7. We'll do that later. How are we doing on food? Everyone's good. Well, almost everyone. 1 second. Truffle, you need food. Oh, and I guess Dizzy needs food now, too. They should have eaten more when they were outside. There we go. How are we doing on food over here? 3 more pieces would be... Where'd Ron go? Oh, there they are. Not sure why they're over there, but okay. You know what? I think they have enough food for now. Is it too early to milk Maggie yet? No, we can get the milk. Might as well grab it a bit earlier then. Just so we don't have to run into the milking room to grab it. But yeah, that's going to be the last piece of milk we're going to be selling. Let's go grab the last of the eggs that we're going to be selling. Are the eggs ready yet? Yep, they're ready. Let's grab these. You are not a chicken, you're a rooster. You're a chicken. Ooh, a golden egg. That's going to be a bit extra money. Normal egg. Normal. And normal. Alright, let's go sell these. You know what? We could wait till tomorrow. Oh wait, today's the 8th. You know what? No. I'm gonna try to squeeze in one more day. And if it gets screwed up, I'll just restart this episode and never go up. So you'll never know. So yeah, I'm gonna wait one more day until I ship, actually. Because if I ship tomorrow, I should get the profits back on the 10th, the very last day of the year. I want to see how much money I can make. And that means squeezing every single last drop. So no, that was not the last piece of milk we're gonna get. That's gonna be tomorrow. Probably tomorrow evening. Alright, no one's home. Might still be a bit too early. Hi, Dizzy. Hey, Kate. Kate was one of the romance options for our kid, but he went after Lumina instead. Although nothing actually comes out of that, unfortunately. Oh, that's what I got to do. Oh, it's not clear right now. People keep saying that there's a blue star at the waterfall. You know what? Before we end the year, I'm gonna go see that. Right now, it's a bit too cloudy and snowy, unfortunately. Hopefully we should have some clear weather, like, in a day or two. Actually, that's kind of our only option right now. We only have 2 days left of the season. Alright, anything? No, nothing triggered. Alright, fine. We'll try again tomorrow night. Let's go home and get to bed. I kinda also want to change the music back real quick. I know this is the winter song and it's winter, but we can't end the game with this playing. There's only one song that we can end the game with. Let's go put Breeze back on the record player. Alright, where is Breeze? There it is. Yeah, there's only one song that you can represent this game with, and it's Breeze. Alright, and let's change back to our original outfit. There we go. It's like we just arrived. Same music, same clothing. Not so much same family, that's new. Well, new-ish. Not so much same house. This was our entire house at the beginning, remember? The bed was in the corner there. That was pretty much it. Good times. Alright, so let's get up at like around... around 6:30. Time to sleep. No happy dreams, huh? We haven't really had a happy dream for a while. Not since, like, year 4, I think. I think it's just because we have kind of been holding off on selling stuff. Due to the whole, we don't need the money anymore. Although it is starting to feel a lot more like spring now. The grass is all green again. The snow seems to have, like, stopped for the most part. The cows are angry because they're probably hungry. What is going on over there? Just eat. Hey, Maggie. Huh. Let's see, any milk today? Yeah, still giving milk. Alright. So one more milking tonight and then we'll sell. Alright, you know what? I was gonna go to town today and look around, but I think I'll hold off on that until tomorrow. Just cause I want to do it all in one day, just as a final goodbye to Forget-Me-Not Valley. For now, what should we do then? There's not really much we can do. You know what? This is kind of a waste of time, but I'm just gonna go back to bed for like 12 hours until evening. I just kind of want it to be tomorrow. So yeah, even though we really didn't do anything today, I'm going back to bed. I'm going to save all my interactions for tomorrow, because tomorrow I am not going to sleep. Once I get up in the morning, we're just going to go until midnight. Hi, Marlin. Still thinking about that bed, huh? Sweetie, it's been gone for like 15 years at this point. Alright, so let's grab the milk. Where's Maggie? Is that Maggie? I think that's Maggie. Yeah, it's oh wait, no, that's Marie. Wait, where's... Oh, she's probably in the milking room. Let's go grab it then. Oh, it's also clear tonight. That means we could probably go see that weird star people keep talking about. So, a blue star at the waterfall. I'm kind of actually curious about this. Not that it'll give us anything, but I am curious. Alright, so that's the last piece of milk we're gonna grab. Let's go grab the last of the eggs. You are not an egg-laying chicken. You are, though. So, normal egg... Actually, I think that's fertilized. Normal egg. Let's see, normal egg. I'm kind of hoping for some golden eggs here, people. No, normal egg. Come on, you're the very last egg. Let's see what you've got. Oh, it's a golden egg. Awesome. Well, that's a good way to end our egg harvesting. Alright, so we have the eggs, we have the milk, we have the fruit. Let's go sell. Hi, train. Alright, so let's sell everything. Alright, so what do we have? We have 23 star milk, 95 eggs, 36 fertilized eggs, 35 marble milk egg quality, 19 golden eggs, 14 marble milk. Oh, wow, we've had that since summer. Oh my god, that's a lot of star milk. And more star milk. Alright then. And then let's sell the fruit. We have, oh yeah, we have way too much fruit. So let's just sell all of this. There's no need to keep any of it. Cocoa, jeans, Robs, bananas. I have a lot of bananas. Pujus. What are these, just peaches? Peaches. Well, I guess I want to add more fruit. There they are, oh my god. Alright, so some chets, some zacks, some oranges, some durums, grapes, and then some apples. Alright, so that's everything, I think. Oh, wait, I also wanted to see how much money I could spend, huh? Here, you know what? What would happen if I bought 99 animal medicines? How much money can we just spend today? Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I could spend all of the money right now, but let's not. I was planning on doing that, but on second thought, yeah, it's not going to be that hard to spend all of the money. I'm hungry. Do you have anything in here I could sell? Ruby oh wait, that's my backpack. Oh yeah, I have 1 piece of star milk, 2 grapes, and then, what are these? 9 jeans. I think I left them there for, what's his name? Murray to grab, but he never grabbed them. Oh well. And he's never going to grab them because we are besties now. Alright, so let's see how much money we have in the morning. I'm going back to bed. Let's get up a bit later tomorrow too. No need to get up at like 6 a.m. anymore. So, let's get up at like around 10 or so. Actually, I'm just gonna go to sleep twice then. So yeah, let's get up like around 10. We might as well let Cheddar water the crops one last time before we end things. He deserves it. He likes doing it. Surprisingly. Alright, so 10 p.m., going back to bed. You know, I could have probably squeezed in one more milk if I just, like, got up at 5 a.m. to milk the cow, but... yeah, that's not worth it. Alright, so very last time we're gonna see this cutscene. Cheddar watered the crops. Good for him. Even though, yeah, we don't have any more crops left over. Everything's fully grown, harvested. We're pretty much done with the farm work. It's not snowing, is it? No, it's not snowing. Alright, good. So let's just take like another tour around Forget-Me-Not Valley and just reminisce about good times and the long life we've had. So let's see, we can start with the farm. We have Takakura's house and Tartan. We have the, oh my god, the food processing room took so long to save up for. Cheddar. Cheddar's a good kid. I kinda was hoping he would go into animals, but crops are a good choice too. Actually, no, crops are a horrible choice in this economy. There's our house. Yeah, remember when our house was like super tiny in a single room? Now it's just kinda massive, honestly. I'm okay with that. Let's see. Oh, whoa, camera. I seem to be stuck. There we go. Alright, so this field, I remember the fields. We used to plant crops in them. Now they're just trees. The chicken coop, not a whole lot to say about the chickens. They were just kind of there. The chicken feeding area that took away that mysterious shed that no one knows what it does. Yeah, that shed I have a feeling was planned to be like a place where you could decorate or something, like in Stardew Valley, but guess it just never panned out. Here's our big field. I was so happy when we bought this big field just so I can plant a bunch of eggplants. Made a lot of money. We have our cows and our sheep. All my cows have been really good for me. Especially where is she? Peanut. Where's Peanut? Peanut? Oh, there she is. Hey, Peanut. You were there since the very beginning. Dizzy has been here since, near the beginning. Alright, so that's pretty much the farm. We built it up pretty well, actually, over the years. We have Vesta's farm, same as always. This is where our husband lived. I keep forgetting Vesta's our sister-in-law, huh? Well, yeah, sister. Is it sister-in-law? Or yeah, sister-in-law, that's right. Oh, hey, Cheddar. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that you're hanging out here. You do like crops, after all. Alright. Celica lives here too. Well, not Celica, Celia. Is it pronounced Celia or Celica? I think it's Celia. It's not Celica. Galen. You've been here since the beginning too. Poor Nina. I miss Nina. She was a nice girl. There's, Takakura. Takakura, who's been here since the beginning, long before we were. Man, he is looking old. And this is his last trip to town for us, huh? Since this is the last chapter. Murray, I gave you a bunch of money, and then you came back. Great. Chris, we didn't really interact with Chris that often, did we? Let's see, is anyone else back here? I wonder if Mukumuku's here. We didn't see a whole lot of Mukumuku, well, other than with Daryl and everything. Oh, there's Ruby. Wasn't Ruby like one of the first people we befriended for her spice? Yeah, hasn't aged a day, huh? I think she's slightly more gray, but she honestly looks younger than her kid. Oh, there's Mukumuku. Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot with him, other than the whole Daryl experiments things. Oh, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh. He has grown up quite a bit, huh? Remember when we just got here and he was like, what, 5-ish? Now he's kind of in his early 20s. I think he was like 5. So yeah, we've been here for like 20-some years, I think. Actually, no, he's probably like in his late 20s now. Who else is around here? There's Samantha. She moved in here chapter 2, I think, with Grant and Kate. I think that was chapter 2. They were nice, I guess. Grant, I remember befriending like right away just so we can get the alarm clock, because that is super useful in this game. Especially in this version of the game where you just wake up kind of randomly. There's Lumina. Our kid is in love with you, even though you're like 10 years older than him. Vesta, oh my god, we bought so much fertilizer off Vesta.
Yeah.
She could probably honestly retire. I'm not gonna plant anymore, Vesta. She could probably honestly retire at this point just by how much I spent on fertilizer. I'm just glad that they nerfed the price of fertilizer just because you need it for your field now. Let's see, Ramona. I'm kind of surprised she's still alive, honestly. I think she's actually older than Galen. Oh, Kate's gonna be a writer. But yeah, she gave us a cat. I remember that. What else is around right now? The brothers. Oh, right, the brothers. We, like, played their game, like, once and just completely sucked at it. I was never good at that minigame. I don't think there are any rewards for it either. But yeah, they were nice. They gave me fireworks. That was probably a mistake on their part. We still have those fireworks, don't we? Let's see, Cody. Oh, Cody. I remember befriending you. That took way too long to get your thing. He also gave us a piece of art. I kind of wonder how it would look in the bedroom. Alright, what else is around here? Oh, Daryl's house. Daryl. We used to be best friends in, like, chapter 1, just so I can get that seed maker. Your house is still super loud, by the way. Yeah, we used to be best friends with Daryl. What happened? Actually, I know what happened. He started being weird around the kid. Oh, there's Daryl. Let's see, Tim and Ruby. We befriended Tim chapter 3 or 4, I think, to get the, sickle. We're still kind of good friends. Hey, Daryl. It is cold. Please don't touch my cows. Alright, where else have we not visited? Oh, Nina's grave. I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to know Nina well enough, apparently, to polish her grave for her. Poor Nina. I kind of wish that they did do, like, more character deaths in this game, as morbid as that sounds, just because it would help, like, bring the feeling that time is still passing no matter what in this game. Because that is kind of the theme of A Wonderful Life. Time. Time and life. Hey, Cora. We befriended you, like, this chapter, didn't we? Yeah, no, I think we befriended her last chapter to get her necklace. Where's Carter? We did a lot for Carter. We gave him a bunch of tablet pieces. He's probably at the dig site. You know what? I don't want to go back down there anymore. We never did confirm whether or not there was a tablet piece, but at this point, judging by, like, how many times we dug down there, I don't think it exists. I just realized I forgot to look at the star at the waterfall. Darn it. We can try doing that tonight, then. Oh, I knew I forgot something. But yeah, that's pretty much Forget-Me-Not Valley. Who are we missing? Or who are we missing? We haven't seen Grant at all. He should be around here somewhere. It's his day off. Let's see, we haven't seen Wally and his well, we haven't seen Wally. He's been here since the beginning, too. Oh yeah, this was Galen and Nina's house in the, like, chapter 1, before Dr. Hardy took it over. At his office. Never got that tool from Dr. Hardy. Yeah, well, hey, Cheddar. Glad Cheddar grew up pretty well, though. I think their personality is, like, affected by who their father is. We got Marlon, so I think he was, like, moody as a teenager, but overall grew up to be a nice, kind man. I would shudder to think what would happen if we had married Rock. Alright, so let's see how much money we made. Alright, so about a year-ish worth of goods gave us, oh yeah, we broke $1 million. Wait, no we didn't. I can't count. For some reason I thought, oh, I feel stupid now. Well, we broke 100,000. For some reason I thought that we were like at 38, or like 380,000, not 38,000. Yeah, I'm dumb. Oh well. Still, that's quite a bit of money that we could leave to people. How much money do we have now? 138,000 gold. Man, that would have been insane at the beginning of the game. Actually, honestly, like, in terms of modern Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons game, that's not a whole lot of money. Like, it's pretty easy to spend, like, over 100,000 gold in a single day in, like, Trio of Towns. I guess inflation does make money worth less and less over time. Oh well, still, we made a ton of money. That was like... Actually, wait, I just realized something. Does our notebook have like a graph of our earnings? I want to see if it does. I don't think it did, but let's just make sure. Assets, here we go. So let me see. Dairy income. No, there's no graph over time. Oh, that's a shame. Assets? Yeah, unfortunately there's no, like, graph where we can see, like, how we did over the years. That would be, like, a really good thing to do at the end of the game. Just, like, show how your profits have gone, if you lost money in a certain year, or if you made a ton of money in one year and not another. Or if you spent a lot of money in one year on, like, animals and stuff. Should I shear Truffle before we end things? You know what? No. I'm gonna let him keep the wool. He probably likes it in the cold weather. Alright, so 6 more hours until the end of the game. Oh, we haven't checked out, what's his name? Gustavo. Why can't I remember Gustavo's name half the time? Also, it's 6 p.m. Shouldn't it be dark by now? It's winter. Usually it doesn't stay this light until, like, what, summer? Alright, so what else should we do tonight? Wasn't this, like, the very first thing we saw when we got to town? Or, like, the very first screen of the game was, like, just the ocean? I always forget that Forget-Me-Not Valley is like a beachside town. Honestly, a place like this would probably be a good tourist destination. Like, if they built in a few more buildings and the hotel had more than 2 rooms which are permanently occupied. Actually, yeah, if they wanted to make this a tourist destination, they would have to, like, expand it a whole lot. Oh, hey, Wally. We haven't seen you all day. Wally? Wally? Why can't I talk to you? There we go. You know what? Let's go for a drink real quick. We spent a lot of time at this bar, too, huh? Mostly like early game trying to get a drink to make ourselves happier. Because for some reason, early game, we just had an issue with, like, our spirit stat. I don't know why. I'm still not 100% sure how that gets increased. Because supposedly it's based on, like, money and stuff like that, but I've never gotten, like, a concrete answer for that. That's kind of one of the things about this game. There's not a whole lot of documentation about anything, really. I mean, yeah, there's the obvious stuff, but for the most part, it seems to be mostly rumor and... Like, rumor and, No, it's mostly rumor. Actually, wait. Is Gustavo home right now? Oh, yes. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah. Let's end the year with, like, a good festival with all of our town friends. Let's do this. This seems like a good way to end the year. With all of our friends. And Rock, for some reason. You would think more people would come out, but nope. I think it's always kept the same as, like, the 2 festivals are always the same just because I think they only made, like, 1 cutscene that goes through all 6 chapters. So they couldn't put in anyone that, like, gets introduced later who changes over the years, really. Like, they couldn't introduce any of Chris's, or not Chris's family, what's his name? Grant's family, because they get introduced in Chapter 2. And Nina obviously couldn't be here just because she dies in Chapter 1. But yeah, everyone here is pretty much someone who's been here since the very beginning of the game. I still don't know what you're trying to do there, Carter. Alright, that was pleasant. Yeah, see you next year. Man, just hearing that makes me sad all of a sudden. There's the thing about A Wonderful Life. It kind of does feel like very melancholic at the end of the game. Just because it has been quite a wonderful life, actually. We've grown old on the farm, we've raised a family, we've expanded the farm from, like, kind of a rundown place at the beginning of the game to what it is today. Let's see. Hey, Muku Muku. Oh, wait, nighttime. Let's see if we can see that star everyone's talking about. There it is. It's blue. I think, no, wait, that could also be the star. That could also be, okay, yeah, I don't know which one they're talking about. Because there's a bunch of stars in the sky right now. Alright. Let's head home. We still have 4 hours to kill. You know what? Let's do one last ride around town. You know what? No, let's not ride. I'm gonna walk. We could try to leave town one last time, but no. I think at this point we are pretty much staying here for life. Unfortunately, there is no leaving town. Oh, hey, Nami. Nami was always one of those, one of the bachelorettes as a kid, every time I played the game, I always went after Celia. But Nami was also a second choice that I sometimes went after. I never went after Muffy, though. I'm not a huge fan of Muffy as marriage material. Oh, there's Dr. Hardy. Also, I said I was going to run around town, but then I realized that would take way too long. Because it's already 9 o'clock. But yeah, that was Forget-Me-Not Valley. I'm going home now. I think I'm going to spend the last, like, 3 hours of the year with the family. Actually, Cheddar might not be home right now. We'll see. Alright, we'll let the animals stay outside and graze. Oh, I love you too, Truffle. The chickens, they're fine. Let's go say goodbye to the chickens. Farewell, chickens. Oh, you're out of food. It doesn't really matter anymore, but we might as well. One last time. Here you go. Alright. That's pretty much everything. Let's go home and oh! Hey, Hank! Man, Hank's been here since the beginning, too. He should be ancient in terms of dog years, huh? He's like 20 now. I'm pretty sure that's actually impossible. Actually, no, there are probably dogs out there that are, like, that old, but still. Normally, that should not be right. Let's see, what else is around the house? Oh, we can take a look at the kitchen. Remember when we did, like, a ton of cooking with the kitchen here? Just so we can unlock how to make curry? Speaking of curry, I still have that curry. And at 11 o'clock, I'm gonna finally eat that 4-chapter-long curry. Yeah, we made that in, like, chapter 3, didn't we? Actually, 3 chapter long. Oh, we also have ice cream. Oh, and fruit juice. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna eat all my food at 11. Just to celebrate a good year. Hey, Cheddar. Yes, good job. No, maybe born? I don't know. They never really did specify whether or not, what's his name? Hugh was born here. No, wait, no. I think they moved here after he was born. I think they moved here, like, right before we did. Alright, who else is around? Where's, Marlon? Come on, don't go to bed. I want to talk to you for a bit. Alright, fine. I was hoping we could spend some time with our husband before the end of the year, but unfortunately he went to bed early. Oh well. Cheddar's still awake, though. Man, this bear. I am so disappointed in myself with the bear. I could not get any of the events to trigger with that bear. Because, yeah, he's supposed to have, like, events every single chapter, but for me, it just didn't happen. Oh, well. At least Cheddar likes him. Also, the box. I still have no idea what's in that box. I'm gonna stay away from the bookshelf just because it's cursed. I think Cheddar actually went out, didn't he? Cheddar? Cheddar. Yeah, I guess he left. Oh, hey, Sam. Man, Sam, I don't know if it's actually possible to make your cat like you anymore, because even picking him up and putting him down doesn't seem to do anything. And he's still in, like, 1 heart with me, I think. Oh, well. Alright, so, that train is still here. Alright, so anyways, 11 p.m. one more hour until the end of the LP. Let's celebrate. Well, not celebrate. It's actually kind of sad in this case. But, let's, finally get through that food we've been holding on to. Alright, so, no, wait, no. I'm gonna save the curry until last. We're gonna go backwards. We're gonna start with the ice cream. And then we're gonna move on to the fruit juice. And finally, the very last thing we're gonna do in the LP, we're going to eat the curry. There we go. Alright, that curry's been waiting there for like 3 years. You know what? We are starting to get kind of old, and it's probably not a good idea to stay up till midnight. So, let's just go to bed. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, I was planning on staying up till midnight, but no, I think we need our sleep. But that was Chapter 6, the final chapter of the game. And now, time for the ending. I don't know. I just realized this window has been broken, hasn't it? Actually, wait. This window just looks up into the cliff. Yeah, we've been married for like 20-some years now. We're old. Our kid has grown up all the way. Heh. Yeah, I know my hair's all white now. You know what? Check the mirror, prune face. After all, what's being a couple if we couldn't tease each other? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Takura's still working. But yeah, unfortunately, life comes to an end eventually. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how this game would end at this point, but it's still kind of super sad. Oh, Hank. Yeah, unfortunately, Another Wonderful Life still ends the same way A Wonderful Life did. We passed away in our sleep. It's kind of a shame. We actually kind of passed away kind of young. Oh well. Oh, Murray, I think whoever you're, like, best friends with will appear in this scene. Oh, Carter. Yeah, unfortunately we have to leave all of our old friends behind. Oh, I forgot how depressing this game was at the end. But yeah, we did die happily at the end though, with our family. Oh, so that's where this song comes from. I remember this song. We played this during the fall, I believe. The Harvest Sprites are still around. Man, they were like the first... No, they weren't the first people we saw when we came to town, but... Yeah, they were here from the day one, weren't they? Helping out around the farm sometimes. Giving us the blue feather. That's pretty much it. Actually, yeah, the Harvest Sprites didn't do very much in this game. But yep, we had a good life. It was, I suppose you could say, another wonderful life. Oh, we get to see what happens to Cheddar, huh? So yeah, Cheddar took over the farm for us. Oh my god. Son, you might want to get rid of that. That's gonna hurt the crops. Oh, he does know Tartan! Oh, yeah. I guess Tartan has a friend now, too. That is a lie. No one can ever come up with crops I couldn't come up with. Oh, poor Peanut. That's kind of sad. We left behind all of our animals, too. Oh well, but seems like Cheddar's doing pretty well at the farm. We did leave them like a huge inheritance, too. I would really be curious like what your kid would do at the farm now, but unfortunately this game isn't about him. This game was about our life. Takakura finally gets to retire. Marlin's still around. I'm kind of surprised Marlin's still around. We did actually die relatively young, didn't we? I guess the lifetime of hard work kind of took its toll on us, maybe? Who knows? Or maybe it was just really bad luck. But the two of them still seem to be doing pretty well without us. Oh, there's Grant. Everyone else is still living their lives, like always. The girls are around. Gustafo's still playing his guitar. Well, actually, it's not really a guitar. I don't know what that instrument would be called. And then we pretty much end with the same shot we did at the beginning. With the ocean. Oh. Actually, wait, does this game have the infinite mode like the special edition? But that was Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life. I remember. I still love this, like, the Wonderful Life series, but replaying it now, some of the problems do kind of become more clear. Like the fact that there isn't really an end game for the most part. Once you buy everything, that's pretty much it. There's not much else you can really save up for. And it's not that hard to get everything, like, by mid-game. Still, it's a wonderful game. There are also the fact that the events I wish there were more. By the end of the LP, we were really running out of stuff to do. But yeah, overall, I still love this game. I love the fact that things still change over time. I wish more things did change over time, though, but I love how this is like the first Harvest Moon game where your kid actually grew up, wasn't it? In every other game, they always just stayed as kids. But in this one, they got their own personality, they got their own interests and skills. I do really love that. I think this was like the game that started the whole trend of your child actually having stuff to do, rather than just being there. I know DS had things your kid could do, and I think they could grow up in that too. But yeah, even though it wasn't as good as I remembered it being, it was still a wonderful game. I'm glad I went through it. Also, I don't think we heard this song at all during the game. I think this is like a credits-only song. Kinda surprised we didn't get this as a record. But yeah, I wonder one more thing about Another Wonderful Life. I wonder if there's like an infinite mode like with Special Edition. There's like a heaven mode where you can just keep playing. We'll see. Oh, and another thing about Another Wonderful Life compared to the original. They did fix a couple of things. Like, for one thing, they added a couple of new things to buy, like the big field and the chicken feeding area. Although, some of the changes, I don't know why they did it. Like crops. I know in the first game, in the original game, it was super easy to make money. But did they really need to make crops almost completely worthless? Like, yeah, you could barely make money off crops. You had to rely on milk in this game. Oh, and the field with the fertilizer. I suppose they did make the fertilizer super cheap now, because in the original it was like a couple of thousand. But that was just kind of painful early on. It did kind of limit like how much we could grow at first, but still, that just seemed kind of unnecessary. What else did they change in this game? Obviously, The Bachelors, honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of any of The Bachelors. The Bachelor choice could have been better, but with the existing characters, yeah, those three were really the only choices. Oh well. Characters aged. Trying to think if there's anything else I can talk about with the game. But no, that's pretty much it. That was Harvest Moon: Another Wonderful Life. In terms of a new LP, I think I might just take like a week off or so before going over to the new one. I do have something planned. Don't worry about that. Might be something people have been requesting for quite a while now. And we're down to our special things. SVG, I don't know what that is. I think that's a company? Maybe? Who knows? 2005. Man, this game is like 12 years old, isn't it? Oh, wow. It's been 12 years since this game came out. I am starting to feel... Actually, I'm not that old, but I'm starting to feel kind of old-ish. But that's the end. I think. Maybe? And let's just do an endgame save. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that there is a post-game mode in this one. There wasn't in the original. Once you got to the end, that's it. There's no more playing. Although by that point, I'm not sure why you would want to play, but let's try loading up our old file. So yeah, Heaven mode. Heaven mode is broken, apparently. Okay then. Well, that's a good way to end the LP. Oh my god, yeah, Heaven mode's apparently broken. Alright, so... till next time, I guess.